The eastern sky blushes with early color, and the land rests in a delicate hush. You sense dew gathering on every blade of grass, each droplet holding the newborn light like a promise. The wind has not found its daily voice yet, so every sound, an unseen bird stretching, faraway trickle of water, feels sacred. Within this quiet canvas, your soul recognizes a gentle invitation. Allow inner currents to settle, just as the pond's surface calms when the night creatures slip away. Single deep breath enters, expands, and releases. The rhythm loosens unseen knots. You notice that when external clamor pauses, a sweeter melody, often ignored, rises from the depths of your own heart. That interior hush widen. You can picture an ancient temple, courtyard at dawn, its stones absorbing warmth from the first rays. Footsteps are muted, incense rises slowly, and nothing competes for attention. In similar fashion, your thoughts can step softly across the corridors of the mind, lingering only where kindness dwells. Every gentle inhalation clears misty corners. Every patient exhalation leaves room for wonder. You stand as a pine on a wind, still mountainside, anchored yet receptive, tall yet flexible, aware yet unhurried. Though responsibilities wait, they can rest for a few breaths on the threshold. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. The command does not burden you with action. It invites you into effortless recognition. In that realization, noise loses authority, and core identity shines quietly. You might notice stray worries tugging at sleeves of consciousness. Yet you choose to release them as autumn leaves floating off a silent branch. Hold your gaze on the warm edge of the horizon, where gold slips into pale blue. See how the colors mingle without resisting one another. The same gentle blending can happen within when tension surrenders to calm awareness. Time itself appears to elongate, gifting long moments for gratitude to unfurl. Now, imagine gentle ripples gliding outward across crystal water after a stone's single drop. Circles spread far beyond the point of entry, yet the center remains transparent. Likewise, each choice to cultivate inner, quiet affects wide portions of your day. Conversations become more patient, decisions less frantic, perceptions sharper. The steady heart knows how to listen and how to speak. First, it chooses to rest. The world may soon present urgent bells and flashing signs, yet none of them owns the key to your sanctuary. You can envision closing a polished wooden door within, hearing its humble thud and leaning against its strength. Inside that chamber, unfiltered awareness hovers like clean mountain air. When calm reaches marrow level, courage awakens effortlessly, because fear rarely thrives where the soil is tranquil. In this softened atmosphere, hidden gratitude surfaces. Perhaps you recall childhood mornings when sunlight spilled across the kitchen floor, the delicate silence that follows fresh snowfall. Those memories whisper, your spirit understood serenity long before vocabulary formed. Return to that remembrance as often as dawn returns to earth. Practice clearing a small, inner courtyard daily. Over time, that holy ground widens. Stillness is not escape. It is deeper engagement. Through calm receptivity, you gather clarity that busy hours cannot offer. Plans will come, tasks will call, but they will do so to a soul already centered. Allow the final breath of this opening segment to glide out like the last note of a lullaby, leaving gentle quiet behind. That quiet escort you toward trust. Early light now paints tree trunks honey gold, revealing textures unnoticed in darkness. You once more observe how creation expresses effortless confidence. Heron expects its next meal. The vine anticipates trellis support, and the river trusts gravity's unbroken pull. So you too can lean into an invisible yet unwavering hand. Faith is less a leap into emptiness and more a step onto ground already prepared. Your inner ear tunes to this deeper certainty. Anxious echoes recede like night mist at sunrise. Consider the way young eagles test their wings. They launch from secure ledges, not because windless air guarantees success, because wind itself offers lift. You share that heritage of boldness, crafted to discover unseen currents. Heartbeats quicken at unknown altitudes. Confidence gains strength with each glide. Assurance grows whenever you recall previous rescues moments, when provision arrived unannounced. Guidance surfaced through unexpected words, or courage replaced dread at precisely the needed time. Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? Please Psalm 27:5. The psalmist's declaration invites you to frame every challenge beneath radiant certainty. Shrinks where illumination stands, anxiety dissolves under purposeful rescue. Now, allow soul eyes to linger on that truth. You need not rehearse worst-case plots, because the author of Dawn also scripts graceful outcomes. Some paths will ascend steeply, yet strength arrives proportionate to slope. You can choose a posture of open-handedness, tightly clutched. Worries slip through fingers, making space for better gifts. Notice that palms face upward. When receiving and when surrendering, openness serves both purposes. As you move through halls of responsibility, visualize pillars inscribed with words like fidelity, mercy, steadfast care. Whenever uncertainty taps your shoulder, glance upon those pillars and remember they predate your questions. One who etched those promises remains. Trust, therefore, is not blind optimism. It is vision sharpened by recalled deliverance. Patience forms part of faith's architecture. Seeds stay buried before becoming orchards, and orchestras tune instruments before symphonies soar. Likewise, hidden progress often outpaces visible change. You can watch for subtle markers: an easier breath during former stress, kind words spoken instead of harsh reaction, a small decision aligned with conscience. Such signs whisper, steady advancement is underway. Finally, picture yourself stepping from the shoreline onto a narrow boat. Slender craft rocks, yet you settle on the bench, confident the oars, the water, and guiding hands cooperate. So does your journey. Now transition toward renewed strength, poised, expectant, and upheld by trust that has found roots deeper than circumstance. Morning advances, rays slide through leaves, igniting emerald canopies overhead. You sense vigor unfurling like fern fronds after warm rain. Strength in this context is neither brash display nor clenched resolve. It is life flowing freely, similar to sap rising within sturdy trunks. Your frame, thoughts, and ambitions receive fresh energy, not manufactured by sheer effort, but granted by gracious rhythm. Inhale supply, exhale fatigue. Earlier fatigue lingered. New elasticity appears, bending burdens into manageable bundles. Reflect on rivers that carve canyons, persistent rather than hurried. Your own renewal may follow that model. Steady advance carving trails through former resistance. You do not need fireworks to verify growth. Incremental momentum can transform entire horizons. Listen to your heartbeat. It drums an ancient cadence, synchronized with cosmic order, reminding you that dynamism and rest intertwine. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles and not grow weary. Isaiah 40:31. This promise paints rising motion, not stagnant waiting, envisioned as airborne, lifted beyond ground level limitations. Visualize now the uplift. Wings catch invisible support, feathers spread wide, vision stretches miles. Updrafts represent encouragements, kind words, silent prayers, nourishing foods, restorative sleep. You honor renewal by accepting those gifts without apology. You also cultivate resilience through disciplined mercy toward yourself. Drink water before thirst shouts. Pause before tension peaks. Speak kindly to inner dialogue. Sometimes vigor appears through laughter echoing off kitchen walls or through a brisk walk that turns sidewalks into pilgrimage paths. Other times, revitalization feels subtler, a thought that says, "Yes, possible," where yesterday whispered. Mark such moments. They function as milestones along the long road toward sustained courage. Regularly revisit them as travelers study maps to track terrain already conquered. Upkeep matters. You might imagine a well where rope and bucket lift clear water. Drawing from that source requires return trips. Visit never suffices for lifelong thirst. Similarly, daily practices, prayerful pauses, mindful stretches, nourishing reading, keep reservoirs full. Treat them not as chores, but as honored appointments with vitality itself. As strength mounts, humility safeguards it. A tall oak yet bows during storms. You can remain pliable, acknowledging that renewal arrives as gift, not trophy. Gratitude channels the energy into purposeful action, ensuring vigor serves compassion rather than vanity. Refreshed limbs perform tasks gladly. Restored minds solve problems creatively. Rejuvenated spirits radiate kindness spontaneously. The segment nears completion. Feel vigor humming under skin, like warm current beneath ice about to break in spring. carry that pulse forward, ready to let inner calm guide external motion, entering the realm where deep serenity becomes daily compass. The sun now stands higher, yet air retains a gentle note of coolness. You notice a subtle equilibrium. Warmth kisses skin, breeze tugs hair, and both sensations coexist without conflict. This harmony illustrates the guiding tranquility available within. When decisions emerge, you can consult that interior meter. Choices aligned with calm assurance usually bear sweeter fruit than those spawned in upheaval. Just as mariners adjust sails by steady stars, you navigate via settled conscience. Soothing river song flows beneath surrounding chatter. Traffic hum, distant voices, even digital pings fail to drown it when ears tune properly. Invite each breath to amplify that quiet melody until it becomes background score for the day's narrative. Guided by such hush, interactions soften, words slow enough for empathy to weave through syllables, reactions yield to considered replies. Friends, colleagues, strangers, each benefits from serenity that gently emanates. The peace of God, which transcends all understanding, guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4 then, 7. This guarding is pictured as gentle yet mighty, like tall cliffs shielding a harbor from raging sea. Emotional shoreline gains safety under that guardianship. Sometimes turbulence tries to slip under doors. News headlines, personal disappointments, lingering regrets. You can meet those intrusions with mindful stillness. Acknowledge them, breathe through them, allow them to exit without lodging. Imagine a clear stream, leaves may drift in, swirl briefly, then float onward. Clarity remains because current never stops washing. Likewise, your spirit can stay lucid by ongoing surrender of unsettled thoughts. A practical way of maintaining this calm involves deliberate attention to beauty. Notice shape of clouds, laugh lines around a friend's eyes, gentle rhythm of footsteps along a corridor. Beauty whispers, all is not chaos. That affirmation fuels resilience. Where perspective once narrowed to problem size, appreciation widens focus to include gifts already present. If conversation grows heated, picture aligning posture with mountain steadiness. Shoulders relaxed, gaze steady, breath deep. You need not match raised volume. Softness often disarms tension more effectively than sharp retort. Your steady tone becomes a room's metronome, resetting collective tempo. Thus, serenity functions not merely as personal comfort, but as communal guidance. Let gratitude accompany calm. Heart recounts evidences of care. Sunrise, fresh water, a forgiving smile. Tranquility deepens. Grateful memory anchors mind in generous reality rather than scarcity obsession. From that vantage, creativity blossoms, relationships thrive, and purpose clears. As this section concludes, sense interior lake smooth as glass. Any faint ripples gradually fade, leaving mirror like reflection of sky within. Carry that mirror through corridors of the day. Let its clear truth inform every step into the next movement. walking closely with the one who authored calm. Daylight now fills streets and fields alike, yet guidance remains as intimate as heartbeat. You embark on daily trek as traveler partnered by divine companionship. Envision a gentle road shaded by tall oaks. Footfall meets old leaf carpet, and alongside you walks wisdom itself. Questions find response in subtle nudges. Hesitations receive patient encouragement. Your stride aligns with timeless cadence. He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Micah 6 and 8, each directive. Justice, kindness, humility becomes lighter when traveled in shared company. You never step alone. Companionship strengthens resolve. Justice is shaped in small moments, returning excess change to a vendor, speaking up when gossip splinters unity, offering equitable opportunity. Mercy unfolds through quiet gestures, a listening ear amid another's fatigue, a meal placed discreetly where hunger hides, a gentle word to diffuse rough humor. Humility grows when achievements serve collective good rather than personal spotlight. All such acts transform pathways into holy ground. Imagine conversation without spoken words. Rustling leaves answer doubts. Birdsong affirms possibilities. Pavement rhythms synchronize with heart. The companion steers through these signals, encouraging curiosity rather than rigid certainty. You become apprentice in art of attentiveness. Missed cues invite not shame, but deeper listening. Guidance is steady, not rushed. Obstacles appeared an unexpected detour, a hill steeper than maps suggested, a downpour clouding vision. Yet presence stays constant. When footing slips, invisible hand steadies. When path darkens, inner lantern brightens. You learn to interpret setbacks as sidey trails toward greater vistas rather than dead ends. Gravel undersoles reminds you that refined character often emerges through friction. This shared walk also nurtures joy. Spontaneous laughter bubbles up at small surprises. Squirrel performing acrobatics, neighbor waving through window, aroma of bread spilling from bakery door. Joy reinforces connection. It signals that journey partners delight in your delight. Even tears, when they fall, are caught by gentle understanding. Nothing escapes watchful compassion. Practices sustain the rhythm. You may set brief intervals to pause, breathe, and realign steps. You might keep a short phrase, "Guide me onward," ready to whisper when crossroads confuse. These habits ensure that hurried schedules do not outpace presence. Pace matters less than alignment. Even a slow shuffle can match divine stride when heart remains attuned. Let this segment end with a vision horizon radiant, road stretching forward, and your silhouette walking steadily, shadow overlapping with larger shadow of the companion. Every footprint forms duet impression in earth's soft clay, evidence of partnership that continues beyond visible trail. Golden afternoon light now angles toward west, reminding you that every journey circles back to rest. Yet final rays still glow, pouring gentle warmth across fields of intention planted today. You stand at threshold between action and quiet, ready to close this prayerful time with spoken favor and concluding stillness. Allow gratitude to gather like evening birds returning to nests, each wing beat carrying stories of provision from day's flight. The Lord bless you and keep you. Lord, make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. Lord, turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-26. These ancient words cover you like soft cloak, offering shelter, radiance, compassion, and calm. You can receive them as enduring promise, stitched into fabric of coming hours. May enduring favor accompany every conversation, every decision, every rest. May compassion echo in your voice, honesty steady your hands, gentleness guide your pace. Like lanterns along a garden path, may moments of quiet insight punctuate busy stretches, reminding you that guidance still walks beside. Should challenges rise, may courage answer swiftly. Should sadness linger, may comfort sit close until tears dry and hope returns. Let unnecessary weight fall from shoulders, replaced by lightness of unburdened purpose. If this message awakens you, feel free to share hope with someone who needs it. Blessings multiply when given room to travel. Now, release final words into the hush. Receive radiant grace for the road ahead